For anyone coming in Silicon Valley in any university, 3 things that are recommended is number 1, if people feel unsafe, they can tap on this button.
I do live on campus. I get free housing on campus. So this is a personal room that we get.
10-15 minutes you have Apple headquarters.
So hello everyone, today I am once again on the San Jose State University campus, जहाँ पे last year also I did a university campus tour, जहाँ पे हमने जाना for master student at least 50% of the students had jobs here, which is highest in any other universities or in other parts of the US. Let's see now in 2025 what is the situation, especially with undergraduate students. So hi, can you please both introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Radhika. I'm an undergrad. I'm doing my business analytics at San Jose State University.
Hi Anur, hi everyone. My name is Narayan. I'm also a junior here at San Jose State, majoring in economics. Really excited to talk about everything that San Jose State has to offer.
Most importantly, first of all, this is both of your third year, right?
Yes.
So important question because last 2 years आपने job market का fall भी देखा. So like currently in this change of administration, presidency, what is the morale of students right now? क्या students ज़्यादा positive है, negative है, डर लग रहा है? What are they feeling?
They're actually really scared because like what exactly the situation is. But we think definitely there should be some positive impacts around it. And I have seen my friends getting some internships around. So let's hope for the best. So yeah.
So I mean, definitely last 2 years as far as job market is concerned, it was like, it's not that great. When it comes to the new presidency, right, new government, I mean, what my personal opinion has been is that it's going to be for good because, I mean, a lot of the illegal immigration is probably, should be, there are actions taken on that. So I feel that all of the skilled labor is going to take, I mean, probably get more jobs and see a positive impact. My friends, everybody are scared about what's going to happen in terms of, is my OPT going to get affected? Is my STEM OPT going to get affected? Right? So that definitely is going to be there, but let's see how it goes on, right? Because it's I mean, it's not even a month when the Trump has joined the office. So let's see how the first quarter goes, right?
Awesome. I think, yeah, it's good to be hopeful, good to be positive. Now, let's start with, first of all, the dorm tour. So this is on-campus dorm here. So you both live on campus, or you?
Yes, I do live on campus and I'm a resident advisor at campus. So I get free housing on campus and some more benefits with like prior registrations and everything else. So yes.
So what is the on-campus housing cost usually?
It's usually $14,000 around, like approx $14,000 for a year. Yes.
So around 2 semesters, right?
Yes.
So it becomes 8.5 months, 8 to 8.5 months, ke $14,000.
Yes.
And you get it for free because you're RA. Amazing. So this is Radhika's apartment. So can you walk us through what perks you get?
Sure. So welcome to this apartment. This is basically the building Campus Village B. It's mainly for juniors and seniors. And the perks we get a free housing, we get a room to ourselves, and like a proper like a kitchen and the living area.
बहुत spacious है, mind blowing.
Yes, we do get. So this is a personal room that we get as a student, and for the perks we do get quite a lot of things. So even after the kitchen, we usually don't cook because we get 100 swipes of the mess. So in the mess, you get a lot of varieties to eat and everything. And along with that, we get $1,000 as like to spend on campus
like
on food. Along with that, we get the priority registration. So like all the regular students might get the registration date as, for example, like 7th of July. But for us, it will be like a 7 days before that, so 1st of July.
So registration आप जल्दी कर सकते हो.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
So that's what we have.
Awesome, amazing. And what about the diversity? So like usually masters में क्या होता है? Like 90% of students are Indians and Indian Americans. So what about for undergrad here?
Not the same. Honestly, not the same. So previous 2 years when I used to live with 2 Americans, and here also I have one of my roommates, like 2 of my roommates are Americans and everyone, and one is Pakistani and one is Indian like me. So we are like complete like different diversities, but like we all live like a family.
San Jose State की masters class देखोगे तो you'll see majority of the people are Asians. Right, that is correct. But that's not the case with undergrad. I mean, if somebody asks me, should I come after 12th? I'm like, if your finances allows you, that we'll talk about more, right? Boss, you come here. I mean, you're gonna live your life. I mean, it's not about just, you get a very different kind of experience. And as we're speaking about diversity, it's very mixed, but I'll say that majority of the people in our classes are
International or
not international,
US
right?
citizens.
US citizens, right? And then we are always like, I mean, we were just discussing, right, that they pay like a couple of $100 in fees, and we are like, we are paying thousands of dollars in fees, and they are like, one of my friends, he's on financial aid and stuff, he's like paying $500-700 a semester, and then he's crying. Right, that boss, I have to pay that much. I'm like, we are paying more than $10,000.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
So yeah, I totally understand. So इसी कारण जो अभी racism भी start हुआ था on Twitter, it was because कि we pay more, they have free college, even then we perform after college better than them.
Yes.
So, you know, like Amari ethnicity is most successful, so that's why. Now let's talk about fees. So how much do you pay at San Jose State University?
You end up paying anywhere between $20,000 to $24,000 a semester, and yeah, I mean, you end up taking about 15 to 18 credits a semester. But there's something called college credits as well, where I saved significant amount of money. For
$20,000 to $24,000.
Yes.
So undergrad for 4 years will be 96,000 US.
yes, almost 100K.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's very better than other universities, right? Because
Yes.
जैसे कि अगर आप UC Berkeley जाओ, the
Correct.
first year tuition fee is almost like $60,000.
Absolutely.
So it's 24. It's half of that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, I mean, on top of that, even if you're coming to a public school like San Jose State, right, there's something called college credits that any student can take while they are at San Jose State or while they are even back in their home country. I took advantage of a platform called UPI Study, right? Amazing. I mean, the point is that they offer you college level credits at a significantly low price, where if I am paying, like, say, for about $20,000, I can do maybe a few credits from them and save more $5,000, right?
Wow.
So that's because I'm saying that I almost save more than a semester in credits by doing that.
So मेरे time पे AP classes होते थे. So I took
हाँ.
AP exams and I saved 1 year.
Correct.
So I remember that. But AP exam, it's very restrictive. आप सिर्फ साल में एक बार दे सकते हो.
Yes, yes.
But in your case, so you took UPI study.
Correct.
How many semesters you're saving and how much money you
I saved almost 2 semesters, so that's a year.
So how many classes you took for
Almost,
For saving a
I
year.
took about 12 courses.
12 courses? So
Yeah.
so all transferred.
I mean, I didn't transfer every course, right? So, but majority of those got transferred here, right? So everything that was related to my major got transferred.
So you're saving almost $24,000.
Yes.
And you're graduating in 3 years then.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember I have interviewed 5 more students, by the way, who have taken UPI study. It's not a joke, it's so valuable. And all of them said highly about UPI study.
Absolutely. You rightly spoke about AP classes as well,
Yes.
right? People definitely know about AP classes, but I mean, even if you take AP classes while you are in India, as you did, it happens once a year. Even my school used to offer that, but how many classes you'll end up taking while managing your CBSE or current curriculum, right? That also becomes a very much hindrance. Plus, on top of that, not every city offers AP, doesn't have AP centers. You might have to travel to another city as well to give those classes. And then maybe one fine day, it's a test thing, right? उस दिन अच्छा नहीं था, you didn't score good in AP classes. These classes are online, right? So you do it on your own pace. So that's the flexibility that this platform brings in. Both of these are backed by the same government body, that is ACE, that is American Council on Education, right? So eventually AP and UPI credits are same.
Very nice. And अगर एक student भूल जाता है, let's say someone gets into San Jose State University, they forgot to take UPI study classes, then what? And now I forgot to take AP classes, then what?
No problem at all. I mean, that's the flexibility. You want to do a course tomorrow, you start tomorrow. You want to do it now, you go to upistudy.com, see what course matches to you. Maybe, I mean, if you're at San Jose State, reach out to me, right? I'll happy to, I mean, figure out course which can transfer out, which in terms of equivalency.
Well, and you're the student ambassador for UPI study as well, right?
Yes.
How many students you have helped here so far?
I have helped currently more than 25 students.
Really?
Yes.
On campus?
Yes, in and around here. Right?
Wow.
So just not San Jose State. I mean, there's other campuses like SFSU, CSU East Bay. All CSUs accept these credits. Even community colleges like Dianza accept these credits, right?
Wow.
Because that's the beauty, right? ACE brings in more than 1,500 universities under the umbrella.
Now, first of all, let's talk about internships and we will talk about on-campus jobs. So, यहाँ पे, as we discussed last year, for master student, the job placement rate is about 50%.
Yes.
Especially for CS. But what do you all think? Do you spend more time? So,
Correct. I mean, that's absolutely correct, yaar. Ki we spend a lot of time here. We have, I mean, definitely we have more time than a master student. So, and then what San Jose State has to offer is strategic location. It's right in Silicon Valley.
And
right?
amazing weather.
Amazing weather. If somebody says me I have to go and live in Michigan, I can't do that, right? Because this is one of the best weather. But as far as job market is concerned, it is definitely getting better. A lot of my friends, my peer groups end up getting internships at good companies, right? But I guess Radhika would be able to throw more light on that.
Sure.
A lot of my friends did internship last summer. They did it for CS, for electrical engineering, and from different fields, and even the software engineering. So yes, there are a lot of opportunities. So in the first year, there were hardly like 3 or 4 of them who got internships.
Out of how many?
Out of 15 to 20. Like 15, we have a group of 15 to 20. So it was
10 to
pretty.
20%.
Yeah, for the first semester it was very low. But from the second semester itself, almost like out of 20, almost 15 had internships.
Wow.
So that's like
75%.
Yes.
And then I like to add here, Harnoor, right, that with UPI study, I mean, companies are looking for juniors and seniors, right? That's written in their JD. So with UPI study, if you are a freshman or sophomore, you fast pace that, enter the job market early, right? And then technically you start earning early as well, right? So save money because, I mean, once if you take UPI credits, you save, say for suppose 2 semesters, that was your freshman or sophomore semester, you're technically a junior now.
Oh.
Right? So that is really helping you to enter the job market early. So you're earning early, you're entering the job market early, you're saving significantly on your cost. So, I mean, I don't see that why you shouldn't do that.
So when did you start with your undergrad?
I started in 2023. And
So
then,
2023
correct.
Jan.
Yes.
So and when are you going to graduate?
I'm graduating next year.
So it becomes 3.5 years.
Something like that. Yes.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I'm also planning to do a double major. That's the reason.
That's right. Okay.
Correct.
You didn't finish the third year. Second year, 15 out of 20, 75%. What about third year right now?
Third year, we are still some of our friends did already have their offer letters to the internships, but I'm expecting more. So let's see. The market is still open to get more internships, so let's see.
Awesome.
It's still January. It's still February. So we still have time for that.
I feel like if you have the skill, then it's pretty easy to get in. The job market is tough right now. You get a lot of rejections. Even I got when I started applying through LinkedIn. But then reaching out to the recruiter through cold emailing or knowing people in the company and then getting referrals, it really helps. So I feel like you can get if you have the correct skill.
So you all go to conferences as well around Bay Area?
Yes.
Back to back?
Yeah.
How many conferences you go every month?
So I am in college right now and it's pretty hectic, but I try to go to at least 4.
In a month?
Yeah.
Really? They're that many?
Yeah.
Even I go to a couple of conferences like throughout the semester. So like he said 4, so I have attended at least 2 to 3 every month.
In the Bay, I guess, I mean, I've been to TechCrunch, I've been to Developer Week. These are the 2 prominent conferences that happen here in the Bay. Apart from that, even I love to travel for conferences. Next week, I'm traveling for the India conference at Harvard.
Oh, nice.
And I was there at CEX, I was there for DevCon, and then a lot of conferences in and around anywhere in the US if it allows me to just go on a weekend, hop on a flight, come back.
So you try to network. What's your approach?
It's not about networking. I'm stealing this Saundarya, right? It's net giving. Not Saundarya Rajesh. So it's all about giving what you have to offer, right? If you have something to offer, be it your skill or be it anything, then it's a mutual dependence on each other, right?
So this is the famous arch with Gandhi ji on it. Okay, now the most important question, how difficult it is to get on-campus jobs here?
Honestly, it's not that difficult. Like if you know exactly where to apply and how to apply, it's so easy to get on campus. Like almost all, like my whole friends group have the on-campus things. They're doing different fields. Yeah, the hourly.
How much you get?
We get 17.95 per hour. So my friend, he works in like SOAR, like the welcome center. He basically, shows the campus to people around there and like all those different things. One of my friends, she's a TA, like she teaches CS and math. So I have a couple of friends teaching those things. I have few friends who are grader. Even I am a grader for like one of my statistical classes. And along with that, one of my friend got a job in the SU, like the technical team.
SU?
Whenever, like the student union, like whenever we have an event coming up, so they are in the technical team, like those things. So, but there are like so many opportunities. We have student assistant in every building. So, like the people who just attend the students, if they have
Front
any
desk
doubts, they're the front desk jobs, exactly. So, we have like so many options here that everyone have something or the other to do.
Amazing. So, are you able to pay housing on your own?
Yes.
I mean, you are able to, of course, after resident. But other students, if they do on-campus jobs,
Actually, they can.
so $15 an hour,
$17.95.
$17 an hour.
Almost 18.
So 18. Okay, so
$18, yeah.
it's 1600.
yes.
So okay, so I was calculating for 2 weeks. So
Correct.
you can if you max out, you can almost make $1600
Yes.
a month.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can technically cover.
Yeah, you can obviously cover your housing and your personal expenses, like your groceries and those things.
Yes.
That's pretty, like that's
doable.
That's doable. That's
Now, most important question here is that SJSU has become very competitive. You were telling ki even UC Berkeley, jitne students want to be here because it's more affordable. UC Berkeley is like $30,000 per semester fees. So, how can student right now get into San Jose State University as an undergraduate student?
Correct. As we spoke, Hanu, right? If you are coming to San Jose State for computer science or software engineering, CS is one of the most competitive majors here on the campus, right? So I would say that in the Bay, number one is of course Stanford, number two people consider Berkeley, and number three is San Jose State, right? So, but if you see the ROI return on all of these three things as an undergrad kid, you end up paying the least at San Jose State, and it's as competitive as a Berkeley as far as CS is concerned. So, and then I would say that it has a better strategic location as compared to UC Berkeley, because Berkeley is maybe like an hour from here, right? But we are currently in Silicon Valley,
yes.
right? So we drive 10-15 minutes, you have Apple headquarters. We drive 10-15 minutes, you have Nvidia, right? And that's what San Jose State has to offer. I say this to everyone: if I put San Jose State in Ohio, there's nothing to do with it, right? So SJSU is all about location, right? And of course the faculty, professors, the student union, everybody is welcoming. So if you are looking to pursue CS, no doubt come here. It is competitive. If you are applying from India after 12th grade, you might have to be in top of your class. I mean, at least above 90%. Again, UPI, you can do UPI courses to make sure that you sound competitive enough, very similar to AP, and you can come here and then do CS.
Excellent. Now we're walking to the most dangerous street of this campus. I was always curious, yaar. Dekho, this campus is beautiful, but yahan pe I came last time, homeless people are going into library. So, but if you go to Stanford, that doesn't happen. If you go to Cupertino, it doesn't happen.
Yes.
Other campuses, why this campus?
Because I guess it is right in the heart of like San Jose downtown. So all of the downtown homeless people, like the campus is in downtown, right? So that's the reason that homeless population is there.
But Palo Alto bhi to downtown hai. Like, you know, Stanford has a downtown too.
I agree. I completely agree. But how I justify this is that, I mean, we are better than Berkeley and we are better than SF.
So this is the downtown street. यहाँ पे कभी-कभी homeless लोग आते हैं, and if people feel unsafe, they can tap on this button.
for help, push for help. That's basically just a button. So if we push it, then the university police comes within less than 2 minutes to help us out and to figure out what exactly is the concern.
Wow. The most important question, at San Jose State University, people are like job driven, job के लिए आते हैं, and like at Stanford, UC Berkeley, they are more inclined towards dropping out to startup. जैसे YC का rate Stanford में सबसे ज़्यादा है.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's the highest in the world, not just like
Correct.
in the country. So now here, when people come from jobs, especially for undergrad, what do you think is the expected salary they expect after graduating?
I guess, I mean, after graduation, if you graduated out of computer science, if you are going for any entry level position in software engineering, you can expect, I mean, anywhere between 100 to 120 as base, right? And then of course, I mean, I have seen people getting 150, 170 as well. Just,
Base.
I mean, including the bonus component as well, right? In all of these top companies in the Bay.
Starting salary undergrad के बाद.
Undergrad के बाद,
Wow.
right? And then if you were to compare the same salaries with UC Berkeley, right? I'm not comparing with Stanford, but it's going to be more like 20,000, 15,000 plus minus, right? As far as starting salaries is concerned. So you save here, you come here, save the money, right? Get the skill, right? And do the right thing that is necessary to approach a job market.
How did you get started? So after 12th, what time you started to code?
I So, I mean, Hanur, definitely started as a computer science major, but eventually I'm more business and entrepreneurial driven, right? So I felt that I almost completed all my lower division classes of computer science as well, right? That's the reason, I guess, I was looking for resources where I could save money on tuition, right? Because I wanted to change majors and there were a bunch of other classes that I had to take. So I actually started in my 9th grade, my US journey, right? Thanks to my high school, again, very fortunate enough to attend a high school that was that had resources, right? Back in Indore as well. I thank my counselor and everybody because I had that idea ki bhai, how is US looking like? Right? Had a fair bit an idea ki what is APs, but never, मैंने इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया, to be very honest, कि APs इतने भी, how can I save a lot of money by that? And I only gave 2 APs, right? That's it. So that was the thing, but I started personally my journey in 9th grade. Eventually, when I graduated out of high school, COVID happened. Didn't make any sense to come here, right? So I took a gap year. Then eventually started my US journey.
And how did you all find internships in your first or second year? And how difficult was it?
I started reaching out to founders on LinkedIn and sending in-mail messages and directly emailing them.
What kind of founders? Like YC, Series A, Series B, Series B?
So all of them.
That's a nice word, right?
So all of them were either pre-seed or ideation stage startups.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I felt like that was maybe like it was a sure shot that they would need your help.
How did you show that you're going to give value?
So I sent out my resume, my CVs, and all of my past achievements and the skills I was working on. For example, lead coding or some projects that I've built.
Nice.
Provided a lot of value and gave them an idea on how I can help them.
This is the best place when it comes to finding any opportunity, be it internship or be it starting your own venture. Because you have the access to resource, right? How I found out my first opportunity, I wouldn't call it technically an internship, but opportunity to connect with people is literally through a cold email. I reached out to one of the very famous influencers through a cold email, and then they were organizing an event. I took a pass, and then I was like, hey, can I be a volunteer, right? And then they got back to me saying that right now we cannot hire, we're not looking for any volunteers, but why don't you check back to me a week before the event? I just scheduled the email hoping that, okay, at least I should try, right? So it's all about how you strategically do cold emailing. It's not about, I think there is a strategy towards cold emailing as well, be it raising your first round of funding or be it just job hunting. You have to be very specific, right? I keep my cold email very short because I know the person who is going to read it, in case he's going to read it, he has less than a minute for me. I have had sent 500 emails, didn't hear back from anybody. I was like, there's something wrong, right? Restructure the email and then restructure the strategy. Is it landing in spam, right? So all of those stuff, small stuff really, really helps. And that's how you eventually land up your internship, your full-time. And at the end, it's all about networking and it's all about relationships, right? How you build relationships. If you're able to build good relationships at your workspace, anywhere with across people, they would be more than happy to work with you.
So in Cupertino, there's a community college called
De Anza College.
It's very famous because without SAT, and there's like almost 100% acceptance rate there.
Yeah, so what happens with any community college across the US, it's that it's a 100% acceptance rate.
And you get in and you can transfer to all over California universities, UC Berkeley, and most students prefer here because it's better location.
It's better location, it's more affordable. Right? So if you were to transfer to your UC, you're going to end up paying $100,000 for another 2 years, right? As compared to you're going to pay around like 35, 40K here.
Mind blowing. So like if you had to restart a journey, how would you do it differently? Like affordable karne ke liye, would you go to San Jose State University or go to community college and then transfer here?
With UPI study in place, I would directly come to San Jose State, right? Because I'm technically, if I'm in 12th grade or even in 11th and 12th grade, I can just take those I can just literally save my 2 years by taking all those courses from UPI study, right? And then just when I'm just entering, I'm entering as a third year as a junior, right? So if I were to restart my journey, I would love to come to San Jose State or any public university to optimize to have the best ROI and use UPI study as a platform to earn college level credits and save 50% on your cost. Easy.
And you're at De Anza, you also take
Correct.
UPI.
So I am gonna take UPS courses from next quarter.
Oh, nice. And then you're planning to transfer as well to San Jose State.
Correct. So fall 2025 was my transfer. Yeah.
Amazing. So thank you so much, everyone. Please don't forget to check out UPS study in the description below.
Yes, and then feel free to reach out to me as well if you have any other questions. Happy to help anybody.
Absolutely. Thank you. For anyone coming in Silicon Valley in any university, 3 things that are recommended is number 1, go to Luma and attend as many events as possible. Luma, Meetup.com, Eventbrite, Cerebral Valley. These are websites. And network as much as possible. Number 2, reach out to as many founders, people above you, as many as possible. And number 3, what would you all recommend?
Join clubs. Obviously, joining clubs on campus is really helpful. To network and to know what people in your field are actually doing and pursuing.
What are the lowest and highest points in college for you all?
I guess lowest was when, there are a few classes which seems challenging. Right, so that you have to put in an extra effort. Right.
So the lowest somewhere could be as after coming, like after my 12th, I directly came to United States. So just the missing home, like the having that feeling of like missing your home and your country, homesickness kind of thing. That could be that is one of the lowest things that usually we face. And the highest ones are probably getting internships, getting some good opportunities that you are looking forward to.
And then of course when you are looking forward to meet somebody and they finally meet you,
Yes.
right here in the Silicon Valley.
With credits.
Yes.
Sorry. Come on. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, with me meet someone. Go ahead. Sorry.
Correct.
Okay. And last would be any cultural shocks you faced here in Bay Area. Like 5 baje dinner khane ke alawa.
Initially it was like very, as Radhika said, very lonely, right? It's hard to make friends. But again, as I said, undergrad you get more time to make friends and stuff. But anywhere, if you come like a bit to South Bay, San Jose, and then like Sunnyvale area, there's no cultural shocks. Boss, it's India. Like, come, I'll इतना अच्छा खाना खिलाऊंगा मैं अपने इंडिया में नहीं खाया हूँ.
ये तो है खाना तो बहुत अच्छा है.